It's showtime. Hello, welcome to Miss C's cottage. I am Miss C, and this is my cottage, the home of the Somebunny. And Somebunny loves you every day, every minute of every day of every week of every month, and every month of every year, and every year of your life. Somebunny loves you, and I do too. And I'm so glad that you came to the cottage today. All of you who keep coming back, even though Sit and Stitch Friday was more like a funeral parlor. I'm telling you, it was. I want to say this. Those of you who stuck it out Friday are my true friends because honestly, on the timeline of the best day and the worst day, I was down here at this end of the timeline. I think one of my worst days I've ever had in my whole life. And you guys stuck it out with me. And that's the sign of a true friend. And I appreciate that. Um, I know there's people out there that said I'm not putting up with this because I'm not a real big fan of people that come on and you're excited to see their content and they sit there and they say, "Oh, I got a headache today and my leg is bothering me and I've had so many problems and blah 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 blah." Who wants to sit through that? I got enough problems of my own. Hello, Fran. Welcome to the cottage, my dear. I hope you find something that you like and that you'll come back. Mac! There's my Mimi and Paula Mulford and Susan Burke and Margaret. Hello, Margaret. Margaret stuck by me through thick and thin. I appreciate that. And Mary King. Hello, sweetheart. And Bonnie. Oh, there's Bonnie. Don't forget to leave your DNA on the little button. Or as they say down here in the South, smash the button. Just just smash it. It makes me sad, Tammy, when I go to someone's channel that I want to see and they're like, "Oh boy, has it been a week? It's just been this happened and this happened and I have enough going on in my own life. I don't need to sit through someone else's trouble." If you call me and you say, "Missy, I'm having a bad day. Can I talk to you?" I'm like my sun bunnies. I will love you with all my heart, and I will listen to whatever you have to say, and I will not share a bit of it. And that's the way I am. But when I go to a channel to be lifted up and learn something new and see a creation, I don't want to be pulled down. I want to be lifted up. So, what I tell you is if you're new or returning, hello, Samantha, take your shoes off at the door and leave them there until you leave, and leave all your troubles on the mat with your shoes. When you get ready to go, you can take your shoes but leave your troubles, and I'll sweep them up and Mr. Elmo will take them out to the burn pile so they're gone. You don't have to worry about them. Come in, get something cold to drink, something hot to drink on this side. Somebody made blueberry muffins this morning, I saw. I can't wait to have one of those. I'm drinking water because I'm drinking water because I'm dehydrated. And I'll tell you how I found that out. I twisted my ankle. Well, my friend Nessa sent me some BioFreeze. This stuff is really good stuff. It doesn't work on my thumbs for arthritis, but it worked on that sore muscle on my ankle. So thank you, Nessa. There's my Joy just came in. Hello, Linda. And there's Nancy, too old to care, Nancy. Hello, Samantha. And Sherry Knowles is here. And here's my cousin Dee and Angela Wright. I'm drinking water too, and I'm just sharing why. Because I went to put the BioFreeze on my ankle, and it's still tender. And so when I came around to the inside of my ankle, something itched, and I scratched, and snow fell off my leg. and and the more I scratched, the more snow fell off, and it was like, OMG, my skin is dry. I better do something about it. And so I have some Eucerin maximum strength or something like that. Hello, Jeanette. How are you doing today, my love? Not so naughty. Not so naughty, Crochet. Dawn Lavelle. Welcome back, Dawn Lavelle. And there's my Trish. I love that girl so much. Trish, I got my blanket done and I'm working on the border and it's coming out so pretty. I'll send you a picture. And there's my sister Eileen. And Rita. Rita's mother just got her scooter in. I saw it this morning. She put up a blurb and said, "You're okay today, Janet. That's good. I'm telling you what, if you get tired halfway through, you go rest, and I understand." Then there's my pebbles. Um, I have I told Jeanette the other day you weren't here, but I told her that I have some blue yarn coming for her, and I also have a project coming to Jeanette. I am mailing it all in a box to you, Pebbles, so that you can get it to her. But it came from Kim G. Kim G won it, and she said, please pass it on to Jeanette to do. So that's what I'm doing. Barbara Clark, hello, hello, hello. I've got something coming for you too, Barbara. And there's Carrie. Carrie, I love you so much. You are one of the better additions to my family. I love you. And I love that tablecloth. And nobody has eaten on that table since I put the tablecloth on it. I think people think it's a no-no. I mean, I take it off when I sit there and eat. And then when I'm finished, I wipe the table off and I put the tablecloth back on. Nobody has come over to sit and eat with me. I think they're afraid I'll mess it up. But it's so, so beautiful. I love it. Okay, it's all right with you, Pebbles? Good. Wasn't that the 3 Karen cakes? Go to Jeanette? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just get out the book and see. October. Yes, yes, it was. The start of the octagon cardigan, and that gets sent to Jeanette. And Barbara Clark gets the gnome. Okay, and that's that. Okay, and Arrow Lover, something is coming for you too. And there's Dawn Aaron. Do you know that her name is Dawn and her husband's name is Aaron, and that's how she came up with her channel name? Because she has such loving hands that create such beautiful yarn. I'll show you. Now I'm going to get up close and personal here in a minute. You know these shelves are up over the top of the screen. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Oh, all right. I got a bucket of Dawn Erin yarn. This one I want to make up in a bunny so badly. This one is called Granny D's Delight. It's 100% cotton, hand-dyed yarn. And it's 180 yards, so it might have shorter ears. Or it might have different colored pads on the feet, because I usually, it takes about 220 to 235 yards to do one. Oh, no, wait a minute. I've got two of them. Not to worry. And then there's this one. I just hate to take them out of the wrappers. But isn't this absolutely gorgeous? This is called Ocean Tide. Oh, maybe I should. No, I can't. This is a light DK. This is a 3-weight. It won't go in my blanket, but wouldn't that be perfect for sand and sea? I'll have to do another blanket in lightweight. Here is a gray one with green and a little bit of pink. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? Can you see the green down here? This is really like a it's not fern. What do they call that green? Somebody help me here. Sunita's here. A Somebunny takes about 220 to 235 yards, depending on if you do the feet the same color, the pads of the feet, and you do a long 30 row ear, it takes about 235. If you do a shorter ear, then you can get by with 220. Sage, that's it. Sage. Thank you, Trish. Isn't that beautiful? I just, when I get sad, I get down in this bucket and I bring out these yarns and I think to myself, what a wonderful life. Look at this. I mean, how can you lose? I know that, well, you know what? There will come a day when these will have to be part of the bougie yarn giveaway. But picking your blessing today, well, I can't put that back up there right now. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Dawn. Anyway, if you want some beautiful yarn, go to Dawn Erin. Dawn Erin, Loving Hands Creation on YouTube. And you will get marvelous stuff. Yeah, Bonnie, I know how you like blue. Yes, she did. She is so unsure of herself. Well, what do you think? Well, what if I do this? What, and then it comes out and it's like, I really like that emoji that's got the hands here and the top of the head's blowing off, because it just fits my life right now, both in what's going on and what's going on out there. Just some stuff blows my mind. Oh, sweetheart, you're welcome. You don't have to thank me. You do marvelous work. It's just you are not a yarn dyer. You are an artist that just happens to also dye yarn. And whatever your loving hands touch comes out extraordinarily beautiful. Yes, I know, but you know how I ship things out. I can't afford Dawn Aaron's boxes. Um, and I wanted so badly last year to do the Christmas box, and I said to myself, I'm going to save up so I can do it this year. And you know what? Shipping went up. Tia, you have stuff coming too. You're right, Tammy. I've never seen anything that she's done, whether it's putting a figure on the end of a crochet hook, whether it's a lamp, whether it's yarn, whether it's a project. I've never seen anything that she's done that wasn't just over the top. She is an artist. Tia, my love. Okay, the happy mail I told you I did get Brio Freeze from Nessa. Which was very thoughtful. She knew my ankle was hurting and she did something about it. That girl is a no nonsense girl. And I also want to thank Ginny. And I don't think Ginny's here yet. She's probably in church, but she sent me this envelope and it says, "This is the day that the Lord has made." And I turned it over and it's like, what? Teddy bears? She knows this is the home of the Somebunny. What's she putting teddy bears on there for? But anyway, she did. And the card is, Michi sends her love. Already left a thumbie. Oh, I miss Michi. She's my Enkalin. 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 Oh, teeth blew my mind. You know what? She did something that had a sweater on, and I swear it was a crocheted sweater because the you could see that it was crocheted. You could see the stitches in it. I mean, it was just so. The detail is phenomenal. Given it shall be given unto you, good measure, pressed down and shaken together and running over. And this is the Dayspring, of course, card. They're made in the USA in Arkansas, and Dayspring is an uplifting. You know them, and they have all kinds of like journals and uh, thing of the day. It says, "Praying the Lord blesses your giving heart in abundant measure. Thank you for all you give to others. I'm blessed that the Lord put our paths together. It blesses me to call you my friend. Love and hugs, Jenny." And she sent a monetary gift to help with shipping. I got shifting sands on my mind. Um, oh, Rita, I'm so glad. I'm not really sure. It's not I've said a million times, it's not the crocheted rabbit, it's the love that went into it. I don't care what religion you are, whether you're Jewish or Catholic or Baptist or Presbyterian or the Church of Jesus Christ, the Latter day Saints, whether you're Methodist, whether you're Episcopal, Church of England. I don't care what religion you are. I don't have a religion. I have a relationship with God, and that relationship is love. And I love Him, and He loves me. And that's what He commands me to do. And He gave us love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, your strength, and your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. And you know what we did with that? Well, who's my neighbor? Do I have to love him? Do I have to love her? So God said, okay, let me set up 10 guidelines for you. Love me, love others, don't lie, cheat, steal, don't murder, don't envy your neighbor's stuff. Um, and there's a couple more. You know what they are. They're the 10. And people started saying, well, but I can't help when my neighbor gets a new car. I can't help it. I am Nessa. I was just telling them you gave me the biofreeze and this stuff is good. It doesn't work on my thumbs. I didn't even try it on my thumbs because you said it won't work with arthritis, and I know that it doesn't. But this really did work on my ankle, except that I found out that I was dehydrated because as I scratched my leg, my leg started snowing. So I had to put some Eucerin extra duty, heavy duty strength stuff on it. The 10 Commandments are good to live by if you live by them. But when God gave those 10 Commandments, people said, well, don't covet your neighbor's stuff. Well, what about if somebody lives in another town and, can I be jealous of them? It's like, here we go again. No. And so the Jewish people have like 400 and some rules that you have to live by. And it's like, when will it be enough? When will we as human beings say, okay, if I'm not allowed to wear green, can I wear blue green? Can I wear a yellow green? We're always pushing the limits. And it all goes back to love. If you love the Lord your God with all your heart, your soul, your strength, and your mind, and your neighbor as yourself, wouldn't that be wonderful? We wouldn't put ourselves first. We'd put our neighbor first. We'd put everyone first. We'd do what it says in Timothy. In all things, consider others more than yourself. It's hard for humans to wrap their head around because that human nature in us, and Satan's there saying, but you look good in that blue. You should take that. Get up there at the counter and take that away from her. Yeah. Yeah, we need to tell Satan no. And I will tell you, no is a complete sentence. It doesn't need any explanation. Can you watch the kids next Friday because I need to go to get my nails done? No. It's a complete sentence. You don't have to give a reason. If you want to do it, you say, let me check my schedule. Yeah, I can do that. If you don't want to do it, all you have to say is no. You can say, I'm sorry if you want to, but you're really not sorry because you really don't want to do it because you know her children. So all you have to say is no. Okay, that's your sermon for the day. We're going to do a pick your blessing in a bit. And I will ask all of you who have won during the month of October to refrain from putting your request in. And if you don't win today, there's still another chance for Wacky Wednesday because we have one more Wacky Wednesday in the month of October. It's just before Halloween, and I'm wondering if I should do something really Halloween wacky for Wacky Wednesday. And Steve was in here earlier. He's probably still in here. He usually comes in and then lurks and pops up once in a while. And I love that man. I love that man. But he was making the most beautiful music together. I don't know how he knew my favorite tune, but he was playing it this morning. Jen, and there's Lydia. How are you this morning, Lydia, sweetheart? And Melissa's here. And yes, Michelle crochets. Now, I have to tell you about Michelle. She lifts my spirit, and she has a gratitude journal that she got. And I'm going to do that because I need to be reminded of all of the things because Satan is right there saying, oh, but you don't feel good today. You got a headache. Oh, your ankle is still hurting, isn't it? You shouldn't do anything good today. Why don't you just go back to bed? You know, and I need a gratitude journal so that I can say, no, I don't feel good today, but I'm going to sit here and pray for these people. And boy, do I have a list of people to pray for. And if that's not enough, here's another page. And here's another page. And another. And one more. And I'm sure today we're going to fill this one up. So um, that's the only time that I can honestly feel right about saying, no, Satan, go back to hell where you belong. Enough. Okay. Fortunately, you won last week. Who's that? Samantha, I didn't pick moderators. Pebble, my blessing is you guys here. Pick your blessing is when we play the game, pick your blessing. And Michelle named that for us. And what the game is when Sunita comes up with a magic word, you write that magic word and a yarn weight and a yarn color that you would like to have from my stash as a gift to you, as a blessing to you. And you write that in there. She plucks the magic twanger and spins the wheel, and whoever name comes up, they get to have. Samantha, I don't know how that happened. I started out with no blue wrenches at all. You know that, and we talked about that, Samantha. We talked about no Nightbot and no moderators because Sunita was all I needed. So that's the way that goes, sweetheart. And so then that's how that blessing gets picked. And if your name gets picked, then I go to the stash and I hunt through my stash for a couple samples of what I think you are asking for, and then you get to choose from them. And you get to choose which one you like. Frozen Stone, that's my Angela. Samantha, how is your your cottage core blanket doing? I need to see that. Okay, guys, don't pick on her. It's okay. We got it covered. We got it covered. See, and she agrees. She knows. Okay, I want to get into this blanket. I think I don't know if I showed you this or not. My niece lives up in Orrville, Ohio. That's where the Smucker's plant is that makes Smucker's jellies and jams and all kinds of wonderful things. And that's in Holmes County, Ohio. And Holmes County is a big Amish community. And my niece, I'm very proud to say of her, she is the secretary to the mayor of Orrville. Well, it gets really cold up there. So knowing that she loves purple. Uh-oh, what did I do with her hat? Oh, here it is. I made her a hat with the Lion Brand Wool Ease. By the way, I'm phasing out Lion Brand. I'm phasing out Joann's and Michael's yarns. So if you get a gift box from me, it's probably got those yarns in it. I'm sticking pretty much with the basics of Premier and Hobby Lobby because those are the best two yarns for me and my hands and my hooks to make bunnies. And I told you last week, I think, or yeah, this is the first day of the new week, that I am sticking with bunnies, blankets, and beanies. And those are the things that I'm going to do. So this is her hat, and this is the cowl. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, this yarn is, they call it Fair Isle. And the instructions say knit and watch the pattern appear before your eyes. You no need to for yarn changes. It is 348 yards. It is a 4-weight, 80% acrylic and 20% wool. It's made in Turkey. It's machine wash on gentle and tumble dry on low. So it's very user friendly yarn, and it makes a beanie, uh, a cowl, and it makes fingerless gloves, which I have not made yet. I've not made the fingerless gloves yet, and I don't know what's holding me back. Her birthday's November 24th. I got to get it done and mailed up to her before that. But that's that. Very, very pretty stuff. I found out that Pam, Be Creative Pam, and I don't think she'll mind. Your cottage core is on a hold for a while. It does get to your hands, doesn't it, Samantha? It is knitted, Faith Louise. This is knitted. It is knitted. You can crochet it, but the pattern doesn't come out as nicely in the crochet as it does in the knitted. Yes, Pebbles, it is going to make a warm hat. You're working on a mosaic beanie, Joya? My Joy, my Linda Joy. Oh, I love that girl. Hello, Lana. Oh, when Lana comes in, usually Nana comes in. Pam at Be Creative Crafts has gotten a report from her doctor that she has cancer. And so she's not real thrilled with that, as I can imagine. But back in January, she started a year-long project that it's a stitch sampler blanket to be done a different stitch each month. So when I found that out, I thought, well, I can add that blanket to my blankets that are going to Boggy Creek. And I have another project to talk to you about, but I'll do that later, okay? So I went to her channel and pulled up a playlist of blankets, and it says in there the month-long stitch sampler blanket or something like that. You know which one it is when you see it. And it does, Faith Louise, but Jacqueline Marley made it in. I got hugs from Ireland this morning. How are you, lass? Okay, so she's doing a moss stitch. That's the first. So I had some yarn that has these colors in it. And I thought, I could do a moss stitch blanket, or start the moss stitch section with those colors. So this is, it's the Anti-Pilling Premier Everyday Dots. And it has these dots in it, orange and yellow and blue. So I pulled out some 3-weight yarns in orange and yellow and blue and started my blanket. Now, this is the end of October, not January. So I took the number of weeks that we have left in the year, divided them into 48 inches, which is the biggest boggy blanket I can make, 50. And it came out 6/8 or 48. So I decided to do 4 inches of pattern, 2 inches of white or a color to separate the stitches. And then the next section will be, I'll go back and find out what she used, the stitch she used in February. And I say February because that's the way it's spelled, February. And that's the month I was born in. So I like to make sure that everything is okay, February. And February stitches will go up here. And then 2 inches of a divider color. Maybe I'll do black. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I guess it depends on what the next bunch of colors is going to be. And then 2-inch border. And then I'll go to March. And every week I'll add, just as if I were doing the Luck of the Draw blanket that Miss Trish does for us. And I talked to Miss Trish, and she is planning on doing another Luck of the Draw next year. I can't wait. And I think it's a doable thing. We get so caught up in doing things that we don't have time for everything we want to do. But the Luck of the Draw, you only do 6. If you work the Luck of the Draw, Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw blanket, you only do 6 rows a week, and that's not too much for anybody to sit down and do. It's 1 stitch a night, 1 row a night, or a couple rows tonight, couple rows tomorrow. Oh, Rita says, I heard from my aunt that got all my small bunnies to give to the ambulance service for giving to the kids in stress, and they love them. My dream has come true. My dream has come true. Samantha, it's as many as you want. If you want a small blanket, it's probably 80. If like for a preemie blanket would be 60 to 80 maybe chains. I like to do my blankets 100 to 110, depending on the stitch count. But if you want like a bedside blanket, you have to do more than that. I think that if I remember correctly, Pam did 200. She started hers out with 200, but she's going to make a full-size blanket, and I don't make full-size blankets. So Samantha, you would need anywhere from 100 to 200 chains, depending on how wide you want your blanket. Guys, I'm sorry, but I don't always see. Lydia, what did I forget? Did I start your Somebody? Yes, you asked for a blue one, right? Yeah, Pam is having surgery this next week, so we do need to pray for her. I have two. I have two that are started for you, Lydia, and I'm going to show them to you, and then you can choose which one you want. I have this one, which I showed the other day. This one is, I think you said you wanted blue, and this one is, it's got blue in it, and it is so bright and cheerful. I thought maybe you might like this one. If you don't like this one, Lydia, I have started a second one that is more, it's a, let's see if I have another skein here of that yarn, and I will show you what the skein looks like. No, I don't. Okay, guys, hang on a minute. Oh, what does Juan says? I'm going on a field trip. I'll be right back. Don't don't go away. Okay, here is the other one, my love. If you'd rather do this one, this is, I love this yarn. The colorway is chambray. And I started it last night, the body, because I thought, well, she wanted a blue one. So you're so doing that blanket just like Pam's. Isn't it pretty? She's using her scrap yarn. All mine go to Steve. Bonnie got one. Okay. Denisha Blyther, hello, hello, hello. I thought you weren't going to be able to come today because your husband said you're mine this weekend and no YouTube. Tracy Swan, he's eating from a bottle and coming home tomorrow. Oh, Tracy, I am so thankful. Thank you, God, for everything and watching over little Porter and healing him up so that he is off all of the stuff he can swallow and he's on the bottle. You did good, God. Thank you. Sanita is top dog, Denisha. Sanita keeps track of everyone. And Lydia says you like this one. You like this blue one. Okay. Oh, I'm so thankful. So thankful. All I can say is these wrenches have popped up, and I have the power to take them away. So don't misuse your power while you have it. So, oh, that's next weekend. Okay. So he wants you for himself. I don't blame him. You are so beautiful. I wouldn't want anything to interfere either. Hey, Yarnita. Chambray is pretty. Okay, I'll do this one for you. Okay, Leanie. Bonnie's not going to do anymore. You are my sister, Eileen, and I love you, and that's a reason to stay. I love you. And like I said, if anyone misuses their power, it will be taken away because that's not my cottage. It's not my cottage. Um, no, no, Denny, no. There isn't any here. Okay. I love you too, my sister Eileen. That's that Tony Chestnut song, you know. Okay, we're almost gone into an hour. I forgot to show you these, and I meant to. These also came from uh, Nessa. Look at these cute little lambs. They're just little lamb faces in puffy stuff. But these are lambs, and I don't know whether you can see or not, but those are this this is balls of yarn. These are balls of yarn. Is that like awesome? I think they're beautiful. And you know, you can never have enough stitch markers. So thank you, Nessa, for those. Margie, I got them from Nessa. Nessa sent them to me when she sent me the BioFreeze. I think she said she got them on Amazon. She found them. Oh, did I miss a question? Okay, Jeanette wants to know. Let me back up here because I missed thing. Is there a special yarn for Somebunnies? No, there is no Somebunny yarn. I like to use a number 4 weight yarn, a nice size, not a light 4. I like a good snuggly Somebunny. So I like a 4 weight yarn, and I love Premier's yarns. They're basic, Premier basic. I love their worsted weight yarns. I love this yarn. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. You know what? I told you, I think, Rita, that night that the stitch markers came off the thing and they messed up my. I found out it was the stitch markers, but 7 was behind it. She was behind the whole thing. She called them and they just romped and pulled, and it was a horrible mess. Landis says my chair eats stitch markers. Oh, there's Kitty. Hello, sweetheart. I got your text, and I've been praying for you. So I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Find them sometimes under the table. Oh yeah, my elbows knock them off on the floor, so I do understand that. And there's Camille. Camille, you put up the cutest things. Been playing and stirring. Yes, she has. She's still working on that. Hello, Zach Man. She's still working on that scarf for the bee, her friend Buddy. You're welcome, Camille. You do put up the cutest stuff. Zack Attack. I don't do Facebook. I don't. Um, and Sunita, I need to find out about your um, crown. I'm not doing it right. I did another one and it didn't come out right, so I tried doing this one different, but it's not curving the way it's supposed to. So I'm going to have to go back to your channel and find out what I'm doing. Okay, seagrass. We're going to do this. We're going to do this because otherwise it won't get done. And I discovered, my friends, that my favorite hook, which is the clover hook, whatever this one is, it's everybody in Europe uses this one. Well, not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. This, if I see a European one, Scottish or Irish or English, it's usually this hook, and I like this hook. And I was able to win a hook from Creative Crochet by Christy Creations. Crochet Creations. I don't know. Anyway, I was able to win a hook, and it's a bamboo handle, but it's the Bates head, the Susan. No, it's the boy. It's the boy head, and I like it because it has a short shank, it has a nice head, it has a short handle, and I think I told you I'm a knife holder, so I put my thumb there, and I hold it like this, and nothing sticks out and catches in my work. Some of the other ones are out here, and when I go to work, this catches in the holes, and I don't like that. So I really like these shorter hooks with the flat spot for my thumb, and then and I use my finger to help get my stitches on and off sometimes. And so this shorter shank is really helpful to me for that. So I like these much better than other hooks I have, which are around here somewhere. All right, this. What we did was um, 2 double crochets and then a back post double, a double and a back post double, and a double and a back post double, and a double and a back post double, all the way across. And then when you come back, you're going to come back on this side and you're going to do 2 doubles. And what did I do? You know what I did. You know what I did. I did 2 doubles. I did a back post double and a front post double and a back post double and a front post double all the way. That's the row over the fence. And when I came back, I did 2 doubles to keep my 2 doubles here, and I did a bean stitch and a single crochet and a bean stitch. Nope, I'm lying to you. I really did this. I should write this down. I'm going to write this down. because this one is this row. Okay, so we did this row. We did a front post and a double, and a front post and a double, and a front post and a double all the way across. When we came back, we did here's my front posts and my doubles, but this stitch we did 2 doubles. We did a bean stitch, and I think this is a front post treble, and a bean stitch and a front post treble, and a bean stitch and a front post treble all the way across. And when we came back, we did a bean stitch and a single crochet on top of the bean stitch, and a bean stitch on the front post treble, and a single crochet on the bean stitch. Does that help? You still don't understand? Okay. If I write it down, can you do it better than just a visual here? I've got your brain going, right? I will write it down. I will write it down, and then you will get it, because I need to make up the pattern anyway. Okay, so when you get it all done, when you get the seaweed done, the rest of the sand is easy. Because it's the moss stitch. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, all the way across. That's going to be the sand, is the moss stitch. And we're going to do 6 inches of sand. So probably about 4.5 of this color, and then go to a darker color for a small amount for when the water comes up and then goes back out of the sand. I'm not doing a very good tutorial on this blanket. I will write it down. Samantha, you have to go up Tracy, hello. I'm sorry. Samantha, you have to go up a hook size, and you have to crochet very loosely, because the moss stitch is one that wants to tighten up. And it took me a while to figure out I need to go up a whole hook size, at least a half a hook size, and loosen my tension, or go up a whole hook size and do my regular tension. It's a very good question, because I think a lot of people have problems with the moss stitch. So thank you for bringing that up, Samantha. Just make sure you're not doing it too tightly to where it pulls in. And to keep your edges straight, I always start with a single crochet. And sometimes you'll have on the end, you'll have a single crochet, a chain 1, and then your last stitch will be a single crochet. So you chain 1 and turn. I go back into that single crochet, and I'll go into also the chain 1, make my first single crochet in that chain 1. Then I chain one and go in between in the chain spaces. Oh, I'm a potato person for sure. You know what's really good? Hey, Kim. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've been saving something for you, Kim. This is a poncho that Kim made. And I absolutely love it. I think she wants it back, but she's not getting it. But I think I told you too. She stitched sleeves. She stitched up this portion of it, just a portion of it, and it is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely, and I love wearing it because I I told you the air conditioner is up here at the just by the door, and when it comes on, it gets cold in here. And what gets cold is my shoulders. Oh, Bonnie, a chuck roast. Ooh, 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 ooh. I bet you did it in the slow cooker too, right? And I wore this shirt today just to show you how nice it goes with this shirt. Okay, the girls are happy. Oh, look at this. I love it, love it, love it. And it has sleeves, but the sleeves don't get in my way. They're over here. So my arms are covered. I'm warm. My shoulders are covered. I'm warm. But my arms are free to do what I darn please. Yeah, I will send it back to you if you want to get the pattern. But then you have to send it back to me because I'm not giving it up. Katrina. Kim did a good job. Kim, I have to tell you this. Kim is the poncho queen. You say poncho, she's right there. She's right there. I'm keeping it, Kim, but I just thought I'd send it to you, or maybe I'll go ahead and write the pattern down for you. Oh, she's got some beautiful stuff. If you don't think she doesn't, just look behind her on her wall behind her. She's made all those beautiful things. She's got a bunting that's all candy corn. She's got a wreath that she found a deal at the Goodwill, and she's made a wreath that's it's just so simple and yet it's so beautiful. And I heard this morning, hey Sandra, good morning, good morning. I heard this morning that she is going to do another bake sale, another cake sale. Oh, Melissa, that's a great idea. Thank you, Sunita. Blushing. Okay, I can do that. Kim, Kim, you are like Dawn Aaron. You are so creative in your head. You're so creative, and you have the ability, like Dawn Aaron, to see what you want to do and be able to do it. I get see I have these telephone poles in my head and the lines are all connected. But where the insulation is, some of that insulation is worn off. So when I think of something really wonderful, zing, 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 bing, and it never comes out the way it's supposed to. It hits that insulated part that's not insulated, and it just goes off into the ozone and never to be recovered. And I can't get it to come out the way I want it. I do a lot of frogging and I do a lot of UFOs because once I get to a place where this isn't what I wanted, it goes in the whip pile. And after so many years, it goes in the UFO pile. And now, thanks to all of you, my YouTube family, I am weeding out my UFOs. They are flying out of here, and I love it. I love it because I know that you are either going to finish the project or you're going to use the yarn for a project of your own. And I love it. Ah, Jen's home. Good. Who has the great ponchos? Kim at Fortune Knits. Kim Fortune, her name is, and her channel name is Fortune Knit. It's it's awesome. It's awesome. See how creative she is? She took her last name and made her channel out of it. I love it. All right, Nancy, thanks for stopping by. Fortune Knits. Yeah, her name is Kim. She has one brother named Al. She loves that man. All right, let's move on to let's move on to the next phase. I'm ready. You guys ready? Let's play. Let's make a yarn deal. No, let's play Pick Your Blessing. Sorry, Steve. Pick Your Blessing. Got the wrong one. Okay. In this game, Sunita will give us a magic word, and then you write that magic word and a color number that you would like, and a weight, a yarn weight. I have 3s and 4s mostly. If you pick a 2, you might not get a 2 in a color that you want. You might get a color, but maybe not the 2 that you want. Oh, this is warm today. Whew. This is Florida, and we have about a week, maybe 2 weeks, or maybe it depends. We have just a couple weeks of winter, and mornings I put that on, and so nice. And I'm looking forward to winter when I can wear it all day because it's just so stinking beautiful. All right, my bonita yarnita sunita. What is our word for today? I'm kind of antsy. I don't know why, but if you see me scratching, it's because I'm a little antsy. Yeah, that's right, Sandra. If you sneeze and have to run to the bathroom, you've missed winter. It's just about that long. Kitty, I live near Gainesville, Florida, in north central Florida, between Tallahassee and Jacksonville. Forgiving. Oh, what a wonderful word. Forgiving. If we could put our humanness aside and forgive those who trespass against us, we wouldn't have to have all those rules because the rules didn't work. So God said, look, I'll just send my son to show you how I want you to live. We killed him. So it's like, no, that's not going to work either. What will it take? It's just love. It's just love. And forgiving, if you forgive someone, that shows them that you love them. So go ahead and put in forgiving, a color, and a number, and let's see what we can come up with. Just put it in one time, please. And if you have won something in the month of October, please refrain. Sit on your hands, I think is what I told you last week. Take your hands, put them underneath your thighs, and just sit there for a minute. Thank you, Denisha. And there's Carrie again. Hello, Carrie. Sujan is here. Hello, Sujan. I love you so much. And Regina Layfield. Hello, hello. And there's Miss Gloria. Turquoise 4-weight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got it. You've been here listening. I did see you at the very beginning, Carrie, and I think I said hello to you. There's Susan Burke and Denise Lee. All right, guys. And Diane, hello. A number 4 red. Diane, if you haven't already, please put in the word forgiving, a color number, and a color weight of yarn that you would like to win if your name comes up on the wheel today. Auntie Carrie. Carrie is the age of my son, and I am about the age of her mother, so that yarny elephant is mine. You're welcome. I'm glad to see you too, Diane. And I'm glad you got here just in time. Dawn Aaron did not say blink. I don't think she says blink. I don't think that's in her vocabulary. It's been deleted. Lana, you're so funny. Okay, time is up. Froggy, pluck your magic twanger. Margie, the arrow lover, is the winner for today's blessing. And let's see what that arrow lover wanted. She loves Aerosmith. A dark purple variegated, she says. A dark purple variegated. Wow. A dark purple variegated. That's pretty specific, or Pacific if you live on the West Coast. Dark purple variegated. Okay. Is that Steve making beautiful music? Dark purple variegated. Let's see what happened here. Well, and what was it? What number 4? Well, let's see. All right. All right, I'm going to make it tough on you. You made it tough on me, Sister Susie. I don't see my sister Susie. I haven't seen her for a while. I hope she's doing okay up there on that mountain. My sister Susie is Susan Sullivan. Tank. You guys know her as Tank. and she is on oxygen and has had some problems with her oxygen regulator or something. She's had some problems with it. They are up on the mountain. They can't get in or out because there's no roads in North Carolina anymore. Or Tennessee. Is she in Tennessee? Oh, that book's in the other room. Wreck of the Hesperus. Here she comes. She's up on the mountain and can't get in or out. So they have plenty of food. Their water, they don't have a water thing. Something's wrong with the water pump. So they're surviving on water that they have. And she has several illnesses going on, one of which is her breathing. So she does a lot of resting. So she may be resting today. She may be resting today. I hope she's okay. I love that girl. Lulu! Okay, here we go. When you first said purple variegated, I have no purple variegated up there. I have very little variegated yarn. So I looked and looked in other places to see what I could find that was purple and variegated, and I did come up with this Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo, and it is purple and it is variegated, and it has 482 yards, if you would like that one. Yes, prayers for our tankster. Or I have Momenti by Premier, and this color is called Reef, and it is 437 yards. It is 58% cotton and 42% acrylic. It says hand wash cold and lay flat to dry, but I think that's because of the cotton in it. So that's a choice. And it has turquoise and purple, two colors of purple and a gray in there. I hope you can see that. Or you didn't give me a weight of yarn that you wanted. So I pulled this. This is a Ocean State job lot. I think that Sherry Knowles maybe sent this to me. I don't know. But I have a couple of these. It's only 146 yards on it, but I have 2 or 3 of these. And it is purple and variegated. It is wool ease, hand-dyed wool ease. It is 80% acrylic and 20% wool. And like I said, there's only 146 yards on this, but I have 3 of them. Or, last but not least at all, the pièce de résistance. This is a number 2 sock weight. I don't know. I don't know if you make socks, or if you want to make socks. Sherry, you did send them. I thought you had. I have this one that is purple and variegated, green and blue and turquoise, and Dawn Aaron's Loving Hands creation, and it comes with a I'm going to take this off and I'll put a bunny on it because I want this one. This is called Dark Skies. It's a 100% fine superwash merino wool. And there is 382 yards in this. It's a sock weight. It's a number 2. I have 2 of these. So, my love, what is your choice? The Red Heart, the Momenti, the Sherry Knowles Special, or the Dawn Aaron? You want Dawn's. Okay. You got it. I have been reluctant to add my bougie yarn into the blessing, but my getting bougie yarn has been a blessing, and I've used a lot of it. And I love it. I love the feel of it. I can't use some of it for bunnies because I only do acrylic or cotton bunnies. So anything that has wool in it, I don't use for my bunnies or my blankets. Or my beanies, actually. So why do I keep it on my wall? Just so that it looks pretty? It does look pretty up there, but my time's running out, guys, and there's no way I'm going to be able to use up all this yarn. The Red Heart, Samantha, is Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo, and it's in the color Mexicana. And this is probably the least expensive yarn that you can find anywhere is Red Heart yarn. It is not the softest yarn in the world, but it is a good, sturdy yarn. Mexicana. All right, so I'm going to put these back right over here for now because I have to stand up for that one. And this will go back up on the, it'll go back up over there. And I will get the other one down and send these 2 to you, but I'm keeping, I have a heart. I think you're supposed to put a towel on it or something. A towel bar. It's got hearts on it and lots of really weird things. But yeah.
You still have time to change your anchor?
Say again, please, a little slower and clearer.
Do you still have time to make the maker? I mean, to pick a maker for the month?
Oh, yes, 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 of course we do. Yes, of course we do. I have asked you to please, if you finished anything during the month of October, to please send a picture of it to Sanita so that she could put it in on the maker's wheel. And I have also asked you, or to remind you anyway, if you've made 2 things like a bunny and a blanket that matches, send a picture of the bunny and send a picture of the blanket. That way you have your name on the wheel twice and you have twice as many gifts to give and twice as many chances to win. Because if you're putting the work into making bunnies and blankets, for me, which is why I'm blessing you with yarn, then you deserve to have a couple chances on the wheel for as many things as you do. You gifted a Max. You know what? That Mexicana yarn really, really, really works up beautiful. Yeah, it is a great yarn. It is a great yarn. All right.
Whenever you're ready, I can play.
Okay, Sanita has put together for us a slideshow of all of the things that came in for the month of October. She's going to show that to us, and then she's going to pick the maker's winner for the month of October, and whoever's name comes up on the wheel, that's who will get a Miss C's Cottage coffee cup for October. Did I forget? Did I forget anything, sweetheart?
No, you're perfect.
Okay.
Yay!
Gloria. Is Gloria here?
I don't know, but she was on a roll. She says she makes about 15 a month. I was like, wow. I feel like she's just spreading the bunnies everywhere. But they're all beautiful. You look shocked.
It's just, there went that head again. Gloria, that just blew my mind. That orange and black one and that green one at the end is just,
Yeah.
that is so amazing.
Festive with them. I really like that. So
Yeah.
let me go ahead and pull up the wheel.
Yes. If she does not win a cup, she's going to win something for best of show. I have to give her a blue ribbon. Everyone did a great job. Pebbles put out some wonderful stuff. And I don't remember who else was in there because honestly, that last part.
Pebbles, Regina, Sally, and Gloria. Yeah.
Joya?
No,
Linda?
Gloria.
Oh, Gloria, yeah. All right, Froggy, pluck your magic twanger and see who gets a cup.
All right.
Gloria. All right, Gloria, you need to send me your mailing address to Miss C's Cottage at gmail.com ASAP so that I can get it off in tomorrow's mail.
Yep.
I want to thank everybody who's bought me a cup of coffee. You really don't know how much that helps. Just a $3 cup of coffee. It doesn't mail a bunny. It doesn't mail a hank of yarn, but it helps so much towards the mailing of those things. And I greatly appreciate whether you buy me 1 cup or 10. It's that cup of coffee makes a difference, and it means so much. Thank you to everybody. Yeah, I will send you the bunny pattern. I will send you the Somebunny in the Meadow pattern. Samantha, Sunita and I are working on how to get those things posted on my channel so that you can just click the link and then download the pattern. Because I don't know how to do that stuff, and she's my computer whiz, which is why she's got the wrench. Um, yeah, is Gloria still here? She did a marvelous job, and I wanted to say thank you to Pebbles because Pebbles, I don't know whether you saw it or not, but she sent a lot of her bunnies that she made this month to VJ because VJ is doing a project called My Life in a Bag. And it has to do with a pastor in her area who is sponsoring children who are taken from their homes for safety reasons. And once child services comes and takes the child from the home, sometimes they take the child. Sometimes the child has enough time to grab, I don't know, I'll just say a bunny or maybe a favorite shirt or a blanket or something. Sometimes they have the time that they can pack some clothes and special things, and it's usually gotten stuck into a black plastic garbage bag because that's what most of us have in our house. And the kids get whisked off to who knows where, people they don't know, and all they have is in that bag. So this pastor is asking for special things to be made for the children. And Pebbles decided to make a bunny and a matching blanket. And she sent, I don't, say again? She sent 5 or 6 of those to VJ.
Yeah.
And a note with them for VJ to give to this pastor for those kids. And those are the ones from Pebbles Pico. Beautiful things. And
You okay? You froze?
one of them had a little basket that the matching bunny sat in, and it was just so cute.
Yeah. I could play the video one more time if you want.
Yes, please. That would be wonderful. Then I can remember the 3 people that did it. Would you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. Sally, I didn't realize that green one was yours. That was beautiful. And you made the blanket too, and you did those silly loops all the way up.
Yeah.
I did not like that blanket at all, but your green and white one came out absolutely beautiful. Next time, Sally, send in a picture of the blanket and another picture of the bunny. And Sunita will put them together, one
That
right
was
after
a
the
Jacob
other.
letter blanket, so that's why I didn't include that.
Okay. And Regina, that little tan one in the beginning is absolutely beautiful. You guys, it swells my heart because bunnies are my passion. And to
Yes.
get bunnies out there in the community is so important for people to know that somebody loves them. That's just the simple message is love. That's what God gives to us. That's why he sent his son. That's why he gave me this mission to show people love, the simpleness of love, a kindness of some kind.
Yes. So just
Of
a reminder for next month though, take the pictures of each item separately, depending on how many you want to be entered for, because the wheel only allows so many pictures. So if you take a picture, like for instance, at Pebbles, you sent a picture with like 7 items, but only one picture. I mean, I could have copied and pasted those pictures 7 times, but then I would have to uh, type out what each picture was representing. So
That's too much work.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just do one picture per item, unless you just want to be entered once for whatever.
Denny, I don't know that we've made an octopus, but you could send pictures of your zebras in one at a time, and that would make it on the wheel.
Yeah,
Anything that we've done here, um, send a picture in
it's
because
too
I
late.
want those bunnies to go out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's too
sorry.
late to enter for this month, but you can send them for next month, and they'll go on the wheel for next month.
Right. This is the October's Maker's Wheel. So Gloria was the winner for that one.
Yes, and
And next,
remember, you have 24 hours to watch the replay and then claim your prize. Otherwise, you forfeit, and
right,
we won't be
you
taking
have
it
to get me
further.
your address, Gloria, so that I can send this out to you. Yeah, Bonnie's my blanket person. And you can sit Lana blankets come in. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've done blankets, we've done the um
thumbs
somebody
up.
in the meadow. We've
Mhm.
done the somebody by the woven fence blanket, and we're doing the somebody at the beach blanket.
But remember, it has to be completed items.
Yeah, they can't be in progress. It has to be something that you've completed during the month. Bonnie told me right away, I don't do amigurumi. I'll do blankets. And she did a blanket for the children's home. I'm not doing blankets for the children's home anymore. Um, you have a choice. You can do Boggy Creek blankets if you want. You can give them to someone else if you want. It's your choice. But I do. Okay, good, Kim. Could Kim? Um, the
Yes,
woven. Yeah,
only
that's
blank.
Susan. We're working on that one.
Yeah, only blankets that we've talked about here is
Right,
accepted.
right. Those blankets. It could be the gumball blanket. If you do that, it could be the somebody in the meadow blanket. It could be the woven fence blanket, or it could be this one that we're doing the somebody by the at the beach. Somebody at the beach.
No.
When it came to sewing them together, I said, forget this. And I put them in a bag, and that's where they sit. Bonnie, send them to me, and I will finish them. Send them to Pebbles, and she will finish them.
Mhm.
Um, there are people who like to put them together.
I'll put up the email for me.
Right. Send your pictures to Sunita by the last Saturday of November. But those only are the pictures of the items that you have completed during the month of November.
Yes. And yes, Cindy,
Entries are
only
only things from this channel. Yes, Cindy. A bunny, a zebra, a giraffe.
correct. Thank you for
Uh,
understanding, Sally.
Was there a fourth animal that we did?
Elephant,
An
giraffe,
elephant. Yeah.
giraffe,
A
zebra, and the bunny.
and
That was
a bunny. Okay.
Can I finish any parts they want to be born
That's
in?
right. Pebbles has a breeding station going. She's got a whole warren. And you just send her a part, poof, it becomes a whole bunny. She's marvelous.
She clones them.
Yes. Okay. Did we do a bear, Sally?
Yeah, we did
Yeah, we did a polar bear. Yes, we did a bear. Thank you. Thank you, Sally. Yes. It can
yes.
be any kind of a bear. It doesn't have to be a polar bear. So you've
I
got
think you did panda bear, and you gave the version of the panda, like how to change the colors.
yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the bear.
I did too. I did too. Okay, now here is Kim, I'll send you the pattern. Here is the next thing. Some of you don't want to send to Boggy Creek, and that's okay. You don't have to because they have a certain size limit. So if you don't want to be restricted by a certain size limit, here is what I would like you to do. Okay, Margie. Okay, I would like you to go to the Crotchety Clogger, which Marianne. She lives up in North Carolina, and you know those people up there have nothing. She put out a YouTube video yesterday that said some of those people may not get any electric until May or June of next year. Because when the rain dropped on those mountains, it overflowed the streams and it took out the power poles. All of their electricity is gone. It took mobile homes, it took lives, it devastated, it took out roads. Those people have nothing. This is the end of October. November is next week. It's going to get cold up there. Those people have nothing. Things have been washed away. The churches in the is it Asheville? Churches in the area have come together and they are banding together to make and donate winter items for these people. Some people are living in tents near where their houses used to be. I cannot fathom that. We had a branch come down in the garage, poked a hole right through the roof of the garage. And the major part of that branch is in the garage. That was devastating. Not devastating, but that was traumatic. But to have your whole house washed away and the road, you can't even get in and out of there. The roads are gone. All they have left is a trail, and there she has a link. She has a link to the pastor who's doing the speaking for all of these churches. And he said, if you have a four-wheeler, you can get up there. Or if you have a horse and a wagon, you can get up there. One of the pastors of one of the churches that have come together had a cow, beef cow. He had it slaughtered, he had it processed, and he had it delivered by helicopter to those people up there. There is a school in one of the areas that is an old school, and it was closed down. But since this tragedy has struck those people, they're using it as a community center because it has a generator and because it has kitchen for the a cafeteria for the school, those people are flocking there for meals. And so everyone in the area that have lost their home, lost electric, you used your electric. It's not just that you can't see at night. That's the least of your worries. You can't cook if you've got an electric stove. You can't keep your food because your refrigerators are electric. So thankfully, God provides. Out of the ashes comes blessings. And God provided this old school, which is a community center now. And people brought their food there to put in the cafeteria freezers and refrigerators. And they're making meals for the people. And the people can come there. The generator is there. They can get warm. They can get fed. Gasoline has to come in there to feed that generator. So that is still a problem they're working on. But I would encourage you to go to the crotchety clogger, Marianne, watch her video, and click on the video that she has put a link to where this pastor comes out and tells about the needs of these people. I'm going to keep talking till the end, okay? Because it is so vital. It's literally life and death. These people will freeze to death if they don't have something. So if you've got a coat that's last year's coat and you've got a new one, it, we all have clothes in our closet that is still good, that we still wear, but not often. You can send those up. And there's a website on Marianne's channel. There's also, which struck my heart, one of the pastors or one of the people in the church, one of the churches, plays Santa Claus every year up until the last, he's 90 now, so he hasn't been able to do it the last couple of years. But he still said, you get him to me and we'll get him out. So my hope is as this information gets out into the Yarny community, you all know what givers you are, that my channel members, my family here on YouTube, Miss C's family, those of you who come to the cottage, will you at least try to make one bunny or one blanket to send to the Santa Claus channel? They have a post office box and you can send it there. You don't have to say who it's from, but you do need to put in the fact that this is a somebody. He has ears to listen to all your joys and fears. He has no mouth with which to share any of your secrets. He's made with love so that you will always know that somebody loves you. And if you'll just send that along with your bunny, or make a blanket and send, or make a blanket and a bunny, I don't care. Just send them to Santa's at the post office box that's posted on Marianne's website. I will be eternally grateful, and those kids in the mountains will have something for Christmas. The churches have all gotten together and donated stuff, and they're doing trunk or treat this weekend. And if they can do that out of the little they have, certainly those of us who were saved from those storms, Helena and Milton, even though they came through our area, we were not in any way ravaged like North Carolina. Western Carolina and Eastern Tennessee, those two places got hit really hard. I can't imagine my road washing away and not being able to get out. I can't imagine. So if you will make something and send to Santa Claus at his post office box, you'll win my heart forever, because I'm passionate about somebodies, and I want everyone to know that somebody loves them. And the only way we can do that is by me asking you to continue to make and give somebodies. And if somebody you give it to wants the pattern, either copy and give them a copy, scan and copy, I think is what they call it, or let me know and I'll send them a copy. But it is my goal before I die for everyone in all the countries in all the world to have an opportunity to have a Somebunny. Okay, now I got to go back and read the chat because I didn't. Yeah, Marianne said, use your brains when you're sending your clothing north. You're sending it north. It's coming winter. Don't send tank tops. Don't send t-shirts with holes in them. If you're not going to wear it, throw it away. Don't give it to somebody who you think might wear it. No. When we give, God wants us to give from our heart, to give our best, to give the best we can give. It doesn't mean go out and buy brand new things to send. That's not what he's asking. He's saying if you've got 2 coats, you give one. If you've got 2 shirts, you give one. If you've got 2 pair of jeans, think about giving one. Shoes, what they need right now is socks and underwear. It's a think about it. Sit down for 10 minutes and think about. Go into a closet if you need to. There's no light. Think about no heat, no cooling, no light, nothing to eat, no clothes to wear. What would you need? Make a list of the things that you would need. If you had to spend until June of next year in that closet, what would you need? And then send what you can. That's all I'm asking. To give out of our abundance. God gives us blessings every day. We can certainly share some of those blessings with others. Chris Kaleidoscope. Hello, hello, hello. You're right. They've got enough garbage all the way around them. Camille, if you can do that, that would be great to let those people know that somebody loves them. Because you can send a crocheted rabbit, you can send a crocheted bear, and that's wonderful. But if you send a Somebunny, those people need to know the difference between a crocheted rabbit and a Somebunny. And a Somebunny comes with love from God to let them specifically know that somebody loves them. And if you want me to write that down in, zebras are fine because zebras are somebodies and they need to know that somebody loves them too. Oh, here's the passion coming out, guys. Marianne, the crotchety clogger. Oh, no, don't send used ones. You're right, Bonnie. The Appalachians were hit really hard. Flannel shirts, they are asking for hoodies. Anything that's going to help those people stay warm. KK. That's right, DC. Board games would make wonderful presents. You could send those to Santa's post office box. And you're right, we all have some up in the top of the closet that we don't play anymore. And Amazon could help send it. I'm sure by now Amazon has got to airlift things in. I don't know how they're getting things in. I don't know. I will put it in my description. It is a challenge, Faith Louise. Just think about it. Is there a pattern for the zebra? Yes, there is. You will have to go back on my channel and look where we did the zebra. It's a make along. Tank tops can be used as undershirts, but don't send them with holes, kitty. Yes, you can. And a lot of times when it's warm and cool, that day, you can put on a tank top and a shirt over the top of it so that you're not too cold and not too warm. Kim, I think so. There's several places where you can send different things. Um, the Santa things, they only want toys for kids for Christmas, but there are a couple other churches' websites on there or addresses on there that you can send clothing to. Baby things, of course. Yes, great idea, Leanie. See, I'm so glad you didn't leave because we needed to hear that. Booties for their little feet. There it is. Sanita, thank you. The crotchety clogger. The kids wrote letters to Santa. You can pick one and do it. Yes. Oh, Tracy, he does every day. He does. That's why I can say from my abundance, I give to you. And I pray that out of your abundance, you will give to others. Rita Pacheco, hello, my love. I'm so glad you came in. Cold to warm is a Tennessee norm. I like that. Yes. Kitty crocheted washcloths and towels. Oh, you guys have got some wonderful ideas. All right, I got 3 minutes. But see, Diane, that's the blessing. We all can. If we just tell that Satan, no, go back to hell where you belong. I don't need you in my life. And we get up and we do the right thing. We're going to be sad and we're going to be down, and we need time to think through what's making us sad and to work through that. And then to discover that pain is real, depression is real. You can go to yes, Michelle Crochets. I think that's what it is. Yes, Michelle Crochets. She will lift you up. She will lift you up out of that miry pit with God and set your feet on higher grounds. And she's not a religious person. She has a relationship to God like I do. And she believes in love like I do. And she believes in taking care of yourself so that you can take care of others. I love that girl. I just found her last week and I love her. I adopt a child every year in my local area because I was once the kid whose Christmas was bought by a stranger in a better position in life. DC, that's beautiful. My initials are DC, Diana Cummings. That's my initials, so that's why I love you so much. Okay, we've got 1 minute. Anybody need prayer other than everybody in Appalachia? Um, are there special needs for prayers out there? Have a good day, Angela, Bonnie says. Yeah, I think Regina, we all have dealt with depression. She said there's no shame in depression and that you can go to your doctor and get your depression lifted if you choose. And there's nothing wrong with that because that makes you a better person and better able to help others. So, something to think about. Okay, seconds are ticking away. Nobody has a prayer request for today? Diane does. Diane Major. Um, Son is autistic. I think I remember you from the other day, Diane. Question of the day. Burger King's uh, soft ice cream cone that's gone up from 52 to 74 cents. But, he still keeps buying it from me for me. Cindy Hart. Her mom's broken arm. Chris Kaleidoscope. Her dad. My church is full of water from Milton here in Florida. The pastor met with the Presbyterian for funding. Pray that they get their funding. Melissa G. Melissa, where are you in Florida? Bonnie, the ice cream at Burger King is really, really good. Oh, Michelle. That is really hard. Bushnell. Oh yeah, I did talk to you about beautiful downtown Bushnell. Yeah, I know where Bushnell is. Uh, between Ocala and Tampa. Yeah, I lived in Ocala, and my kids uh, live in the Tampa Bay area. So next time I get down that way, I'm going to have to give you a call, and maybe we can have some lunch or something. There's Bobby Wyatt. Hello, Bobby. Thank you so much for coming in today. All right, I missed something about Denisha's son. Oh, I did not know that. Well, you know what? My God and your God, I know, Denny, is the God of miracles. So we'll just pray about that and see what happens. All right. I need to go, guys. My time is up. And I still have one more to do on Wacky Wednesday, which is going to be a blast. Prayers for an ex-worker who was fired Friday. Oh no, he's autistic and they fired him? That is not fun. Paula Mulford says, I love you all, and hugs to everybody. And I will say, God will hold you in the palm of his hand until the storm in your life is over. He'll cover you with his wing in the cleft of the rock until the storm is past. And then you can crawl up in his lap and get big hugs. I love all of you. I love those of you who crochet, and I love those of you who just come and sit and soak up the love that's here. I will caution you to please throw your trash in the bin on the way out. Paper plates and paper products, napkins and cups go in the bin. Coffee cups go in the sink. Pick up your shoes on the way out. I had a pair of flip flops left last week. I don't know who they belong to, but pick up your shoes on the way out. But don't take your troubles with you. Leave them here. I love you all.